Hello everyone, my name is Khan and welcome to the new video. In this video, I'm going to teach you process of putting all together. I will show you exactly that how you can take trade following few steps like structure following inducement, PUI and lower time frame entry. This is a similar video as I posted in a past a few weeks ago. But this time you will get a different example, different scenario, and this type of thing help you a lot to understand that how you can take trade while market momentum is bullish and bearish, and if market following higher time frame and lower time frame. So let's back onto the chart and I will show you exactly the process that how you can take trade in a bearish market, because in a past few week ago I posted in a bullish market. Now I will show you exactly that how you can trade in a bearish market and what is the process and how we can take trade. This is our Euro USD chart in a 50-minute time frame, and we can say that market momentum is a bearish. So if market momentum is a bearish, and we need to follow similar like a bullish market, like firstly we need to identify the structure and after taking out the inducement and then wait for PY mitigation, and also we can plan for the sell or buy after taking out the inducement. Like sometime what happen, market not tap on PY, we can just looking for the buy or sell taking out the inducement. So in this video I will teach you both process, that how you can trade while market sweep the inducement and tap on your PY. This is our bearish market and we can see here clearly that market momentum was bullish and this was short term move bullish, and but overall market trend is a bearish. We can see here clearly that market looking for the downside, and this is a quick move to the upside, and this can be like a pullback in another time frame. For example, this move happen here and this will be a different time frame, a pullback and maybe a PY mitigation. So we are trading in a right now in a 50-minute time frame. So look at the 50-minute time frame structure. 50-minute time frame structure is a swing bearish and creating lower lows here. And when market momentum is a bearish, simply we are looking for the sell after taking out the inducement. In this case, we can see here clearly how many times market create a PY and tap on PY. So how we can take trade here. So this is our previous structure here, and we need to start from top of the move. This is a previous swing high, taken out the inducement. Again market push downside here, start pushing downside, again create a structure, taken out the inducement, PUI mitigation here, and we can plan for the sell, again break the structure, and we are again looking for the sell after taking out the inducement. This is our one more inducement happen here, and after taking out the inducement we are looking for the sell at this point right here. So when market taken out the inducement, probably we are looking for the sell, but this inducement must be sweep. And sometime what happened, market not sweep this one, but after taking out this one, if market create here any kind of like lower time frame structure, sell, so we can plan for the sell. So this is our previous swing high and low right here. This is our lower lows here, and this is our lower high is here. And this one is a create a break of structure here because of the market momentum is a bearish here, and this is called break of structure, pushing downside, taking out the investment, and we are looking here for the sell. At this point we need to understand here, while market taking out the investment in a same time frame, like we are using 50-minute as a higher time frame, in a same time frame market must be create a like structure here like this one and trying to go higher, taken out the investment and press close of it. In the same time frame market like break this one, and then we can plan for the sell at this point right here. In this case we don't need to wait for inducement in a higher time frame, not the lower time frame, because already market taken out the higher time frame inducement already here. So if market taken out the inducement and after that we are planning here for the sell, once market are shifted bullish to bearish here in a same time frame like 50-minute time frame, once press tap on it at this point, then we need to plan here in a lower time frame for the sell. So this is our first scenario here, and second scenario is here that if market taken out the inducement like this one, just sweep the previous high is here and market not taken out the inducement. So in this case we can directly plan here for the sell after lower time frame confirmation, and these are two possible scenario here for the sell. And the next one is here that if market not create here any kind of like bearish structure in the same time frame like this one right here, if broken, so we are planning here for the sell at this point. If not create this one, then press time to go higher. So simply we need to wait for it to mitigate the order flow. First one, you have to switch on, you have to find out where is the extreme unmitigated order flow and where is the possible unmitigated order flow. Once press tap on unmitigated order flow, then we can plan for the buy or sell. As I told you so many times that order block and order flow both are good, but order flow mitigation is the probability is a higher compared to the order block. So in this case, we can say here, where is the unmitigated order flow. Firstly, we need to check from top of the move to bottom of the move in a bearish market. And same thing applicable in a bullish market, bottom of the move to top of the move. So in this case, where is the extreme unlimited order flow? Look at this one. After taking out the investment, you need to identify where is the unlimited order flow first, and order block is a secondary. Sometimes what happen, market mitigate the order flow. There is no unlimited order flow available. So in that case, we can use the unlimited order block. Look at this one. This is our last buying momentum before the sell is here, exactly this one. So we can mark this one as our PY here. Once press tap on it, and we can plan for the sell right here. It means this is our PY here. So once press tap on this one PY, we can plan for the sell. Otherwise, if market not tap on this one, sometime what happen? Market not tap on this PY. Market just create the structure here, and then market push downside like this one. So how we can take trade here? Simply we can plan for the sell right here. Okay, look at this one. This PY we can sell because of the investment taken out here. So once market taken out this one and mitigate this PY, so we can plan here for the sell in a downside right here. So exactly what happened here? This is our PY as per the higher time frame. This is our unmitigated order flow is here because of this one, a last buying momentum before this sell here. Once press tap on it, and we can plan for the sell. And if you are thinking why not this one, because of this one is exactly the last buying momentum before the sell. Look at this one. This is important thing is here. In this case, we can say technically this is a pullback and price go higher. So technically this entire zone act like a order flow, right? But in this case, we can say on this candle here, market create a pullback and again go higher. It means market created this structure here. For some time, if you did not understand this type of thing, simply you can mark as well as here entire order flow as here. Both are valid here. Like if you are looking this one, so this one is also a valid here. And if you are thinking this one is a order flow, so both are valid here, and we can mark this one as a PY. So if press tap on it, and we can plan for the sell once press tap on it. So let's see what happens next after this one and how price is reacted here. Press tap on it or both PY, the extreme one, larger PY is here. So market already hit a 2 PY is here. So now once press tap on it or PY, we need to switch in a lower time frame. So this is a 50-minute time frame, and we need to switch in a 2-minute time frame, because in a 1-minute time frame you will see so many noise. So that's why to avoid this type of noise, you have to switch in a 2-minute time frame for the better time frame. So switch back in a 2-minute time frame. Let's see how price is react here and how we can take here. Firstly, you need to understand one more thing is here. We are trading based on the order flow. So if you are switching in a lower time frame, so you need to take a trade same way like the order flow, not the order block. Sometimes what happened, price tap on a higher time frame order block, and you are looking for the buy or sell in a lower time frame based on the order flow. So these things are mismatched. So simply if you are finding higher time frame order block, then you need to switch in a lower time frame and take the anti based on the order block, not the order flow. And same thing you need to do in a order flow basis. For example, if you are marking the order flow as a PY in a higher time frame, and if you are looking for the anti in a lower time frame based on order block, so these things are not matching. So you need to follow simply a simple way. So you need to follow simple thing is here, that if you are marking the order flow, then take anti based on the order flow in a lower time frame, as well as if you are following higher time frame as a order block, then also you need to use a lower time frame order block here for the buy and sell. Simple. So in this case, market tap on the react from the order flow. Simply you need to follow the structure based on the order flow. Look at this one. This is our structure here. Market going higher high. This is our previous recent swing high and low. The previous swing high is a broken, and again going higher high, and we need to wait for it to break this one. Once market break this one, and then we can expect some sell side, and after taking out the investment. In this case, we can see here market break this one, and after broken this one, this is a previous swing high as an inducement. So market must be taken out this one. Once market taken out this one, and then market create any kind of like this one is a pullback, again going higher high, taken out this one and push higher, lower, and we can plan for the sell at this point right here. So this is the exact way for the sell while you are trading based on the order flow and following the higher time frame and lower time frame. And let's see what happened next after this one and how price is reacting here and how we can take trade here. Look at this one. This is a previous swing high is taken out. Sometime what happen here, market while we are not taking entry here, because market can be go a little bit higher and then market push downside. So we need to wait for some clear confirmation before the buy and sell. In this case, the previous swing high is taken out, and we need to wait for it to break this one, and then we can plan for the sell. Look at this one. The previous low is a broken, and once market broke the previous low is here. So when we can take trade here, because of the investment already taken out right here. So this investment is already taken out, structure is a shifted here. So once market shift the structure, taken out the investment, push downside, and we need to plan here for the sell. So which area we can plan for the sell? Firstly, we need to wait for it to mitigate the unmitigated order flow. So in this case, we can say here so many times like a market create order flow, this the order flow and this order flow already mitigate here. Only one unmitigated order flow available here. So it means we can plan for the sell right here. And where is the stop loss? Stop loss should be above the previous swing high. And where is target? Target who you can set based on the higher time frame previous swing low like here. So we can set here, and also you can set target based on the Fibonacci tool. As I told you so many times, simply you need to pick the bottom to top like this one, and 1.618 and 2.618. Both are target we can set, which is approximate the previous swing low is here. So it means we can set this target and you will get almost a 5 hour is here. So this is our entry criteria here, and we can take trade here and based on the order flow is here, and this is our entry, and this is our stop loss, and this is our target. In this case we will get almost 5 hour is here. And let's see how price is react here in a after tap on a PY in a lower time frame as well as here. And let's see how price is going on in a downside, and after that what happened, price push downside, and this move happened during some news impact, and finally market hit our take profit is here very smoothly. So we can say exactly that how market is behaving while price tap on higher time frame PY and lower time frame structure, how it work. So I hope you understand that how things actually working, that while we are marking the higher time frame PY following the structure and wait for it to taken out the investment. Investment is a very important, and a lot of people get confused marking the investment. Investment is a very simple thing. While market momentum is a bearish and bullish, and the first pullback is a called investment. In this case, the market momentum is a bearish, so this is a technically is our first pullback is here. So once market create the first pullback is here like this one. So this is called investment, and after taking out the investment, if sweep, so we can sell here directly after using lower time frame confirmation. If not sweep, then we need the same higher time frame structure shifted, like taking out this one and create a structure like this one, or we can plan for the sell right here at this point in a lower time frame, right? But same thing scenario must be happen in a higher time frame first, then we can switch in a lower time frame. If market not create like this situation, simply you have to wait for it to mitigate the PY. Once price tap on a PY, then you can switch in a lower time frame following the higher time frame. Like if you are using H1 as a higher time frame, then you can use 5 minute as a lower time frame. And if you are using H4 as a higher time frame, then you can use 15 minute as a lower time frame. But we are using 15 minute as a higher time frame, then we can use 2 minute as a lower time frame. So these time frame combination we can use while you are trading, because it totally depends on you that which time frame is suitable for you. Everyone is not able to trade in a 50-minute time frame. Someone trade in a 4 hours, someone trade in a 1 hour, and someone also trade in a 1 day time frame. And few people trade in a 5 minute and 1 minute time frame as well. So it totally depends on you that how much you are capable to trade in a different time frame. But I will suggest you in starting, start always little bit higher time frame, because when you switch in a lower time frame, price make a lot of noise and you are not able to handle that situation. So I hope you understand that how things actually work in a higher time frame, in a lower time frame, and how you can take trade while market momentum is bearish and tap on order flow in a higher time frame, in a lower time frame, and what kind of thing you need to understand in a higher time frame and lower time frame as well as. So thank you so much everyone to watching the entire video, and I hope you learn a lot of new thing. And if you are new, subscribe our YouTube channel and join our free Telegram channel, link in description. Go and check out, and I will see you next video. Happy trading.